Now that we are officially in the middle of February of 2019, a lot of people are really wondering about the official title reveal and of course the teaser trailer of Star Wars Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really curious about is of course the first teaser trailer, the first set of footage of this film that'll offer us the tone of this movie and exactly what J.J. Abrams aims to do for the final installment of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with various shot descriptions of the upcoming teaser that is set to drop on April 11th of 2019 this year. Specifically, shot descriptions consisting of Kylo Ren wielding an ignited crossguard lightsaber with Resistance fighters firing their blasters at him while he uses the Force to block the blast fire. Another goes over Rey holding Anakin's lightsaber and inserting a Kyber crystal into the hilt. It's described that Disney wants to show casual fans and make it clear how a lightsaber works in the marketing for this film. Quick glimpses of Keri Russell's character using a blaster at red stormtroopers as they fall down to the ground on a desert world. It's described that Keri's character is wearing a helmet with her hair sticking out in the back. Lastly, a description of glimpses of footage of the Falcon fighting its way through a First Order finalizer that is getting ripped to shreds by a large Resistance ship that appears to be the Sledgehammer, the Resistance's new superweapon in the movie. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really getting me very excited for this film. Now, first things first, as I really am very intrigued about the character of Kylo, I want to step into this first with the character of Kylo. Let's dive right into this. Now, the character of Kylo Ren, we do know that he is going to have his traditional crossguard lightsaber once again in this movie. However, what really reminds me of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story in this sequence is Kylo Ren blocking the blaster fire by Resistance fighters. It's kind of like what we saw for Darth Vader blocking the fire by the actual Rebellion soldiers in the hallway that leads to the Tantive 4 that actually connects to Star Wars: A New Hope. So with that being said, this is also an attempt in the marketing to show us exactly how powerful Kylo Ren has actually become and how relentless and evil he's going to be in this movie and all the different action scenes that are coming our way. Second, the next thing that I do want to go over is Rey, the use of Kyber crystals in Episode 9. It seems as though that with each and every Star Wars film, they pretty much are progressively showing more and more fans, casual and hardcore fans alike, exactly what Kyber crystals do, what they look like on film in an actual live-action movie, and exactly how they're inserted into the hilt itself on the big screen. So you guys may recall that this all started with Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, where we actually got to see the Kyber crystal necklace on Jyn Erso. Also, the Kyber crystals are what powered the Death Star in Rogue One, or at least had a hand in all of that. Then in Solo: A Star Wars Story, we also got a little glimpse into holocrons and stuff like that. Now in Episode 9, they want to explore more about this. In The Last Jedi, we got more glimpses of Kyber crystals as well. So this is obviously a sequence in which Rey is basically reforging the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber and putting it back together again into one piece, which honestly, I'm very excited to see exactly what this thing is going to look like on the big screen. How significant the design difference is going to be in comparison to this new one and the one that we saw and are very familiar with the past 8 movies. Keri Russell's character using a blaster rifle taking down red stormtroopers. Now, we do know that red stormtroopers, or some kind of new trooper tier, is actually going to be a part of this movie within the First Order. But why would Keri's character be going up against them? Isn't she supposed to be the villain and or an anti-hero in this film? Now, to me, I believe that she's going to be more around the lines of an anti-hero rather than a villain and or a hero per se in this movie. I think that there are two sides to the story here, that she's probably going to be a Knight of Ren. I think it's pretty safe to say so, since it is described that Keri does have a helmet in this film. And on the other hand here, we also know that Keri shot scenes with Mark Hamill. I find it very strange, right, how there's two sides of the story here. I feel like that she's a Knight of Ren undercover, or maybe just tagged along with Kylo Ren, just for the hell of it, in order to really keep tabs on everything and how the First Order works. So the Falcon going through Alright, an actual First Order finalizer being ripped to shreds. It's kind of like imagining that moment in Rogue One where the two Star Destroyers crash into each other, except imagine the Millennium Falcon going through that wreckage and dodging all of, you know, the objects that are posing as a big risk of destroying the Falcon. And this is all done, alright? This is all caused by a large Resistance cruiser that is most likely going to be the Sledgehammer. Now, the Sledgehammer was an original weapon in The Force Awakens that never made it to the final cut of the movie. This is most likely the unused footage from The Force Awakens that will be applied here in Episode 9. So the Sledgehammer is basically this large ship that has a lot of armor on the front of it that's able to basically barge its way through some of the Star Destroyers as if they were toys, as if they were nothing, right? So that, to me, I think it's going to sound like something visually impressive by JJ and crew. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.